All right, so I'm about to reveal to you what is the biggest waste of time and energy inside of your online program. Now, I'm working with clients all the time and I'm coming up with really great ideas for them to be able to increase their retention by creating a more thriving community. And one of the things I hear all the time is, how would I ever have time for this? We don't have time to do that kind of outreach or intentional touch to create connection. And what I find is that there's often a lurking energy suck that is draining the energy of the team. It's taking up a ton of time. And the ROI is not what you think when you really get down to it. So, what is it? Well, it's pretty simple when you think about it. When we think about our online programs, our online businesses, where does most of the energy and time go when comes to the members or to the customers inside of that program? Does it go to the really satisfied customers or does it go to the people who aren't happy? Does it go to the people who, if they had an opportunity to rate you on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being amazing, 0 being terrible, they would probably rate you a 0, a 1, a 2, a 3. Maybe if they've had a good day and a good cup of coffee, they're going to rate you a 4. Your energy is always going to go to those people because those are the ones who are going to complain. Those are the ones who aren't happy. So they put constant energy into trying to make themselves happy inside of your program. They want your program to change to meet their needs. They want you to change to meet their needs. They aren't making the progress that they want to make. There's all sorts of issues that come up. They aren't a culture fit, which is why they would rate you low because they don't feel like they belong. And they want you to solve that problem. And because so often we're functioning in a really reactive space inside of our businesses, we end up trying to fix that. Our customer support people spend way more time than we would ever want them to trying to resolve those relationships and make these people happy. But I have some news for you. That's not going to bring you positive ROI that you want. It's not. And why is that? Well, because the best thing that we're going to be able to do with these people who are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that satisfaction scale is maybe get them up to like a 5, a 6, a 7 if you're lucky. I mean, we're talking about people who are going to move from unhappy to neutral about you. And those are the people who are taking up the most energy in your business. If you have a membership, or we're talking about these kind of members, you might be able to get them to stay like 1, maybe 2 more months before they're going to find something else that bumps them back down to that 1 to 3 in satisfaction where they're unhappy with you because they're not your raving fans, right? They're not obsessed with everything that you're doing. So, what would happen inside of your business if you stopped putting all that time and energy into people at the bottom of the satisfaction scale and you looked at the people who were in the middle, those people that you had the biggest opportunity? They're just to the right side. They're like your sevens, maybe your eights, some of your sixes, right? What if you invested just as much energy trying to bring those people to a place where they could rate you a 9 or a 10? Because people who rate you a 9 or a 10, they will buy anything that you're selling. All you have to do is say the word that you have something new and they're all in. They're never leaving. They're lifers, as so many members will say, right? I'm a lifer here. Those are your nines and tens. They're the people who are going to go and tell everybody they know about your program and bring them in. And they're going to stay forever. And when the ones and twos are complaining in the community, the nines and tens are the ones going, "You're crazy. This is an amazing place to be. I've made so much progress." So, what if we took just as much energy that we're devoting to the people at the bottom end of the satisfaction scale and we started investing that in the people who are on their way because they're over in the six and sevens and eights to a 9 and 10, and we put that energy to helping them move? It is nonstop in any company that I talk to. When I look at how the community people, the support people, how they're spending their time, where their energy is going, even the business owner, if they don't have healthy boundaries, they're wrapped up in those people too. And what happens is it just doesn't have the return on investment. Now, I'm not saying forget about these people. I'm not saying that some of them may not come around and become a 9 and 10. It's very possible that they might, you know. But what I am saying is that you need to pay attention to the energy you're giving those people. And you need to make sure you're not making shifts in your program to make those people happier. Cause I hear about that all the time. People look at the complaints they get on surveys and the complaints they get in customer support from people who really don't like anything about their program. And they start shaping their program to fit the needs of those people to try and make those people happy. And do you know what happens when they do that? Their nines and tens aren't happy anymore. They were raving fans. And now this program is being shaped to fit people who probably weren't a fit for the program in the first place, but they just happened to fall in love with your marketing by the program. That is a huge energy suck. It's a huge time waster. And if you don't pay attention to it, it can really tank your company and send it in the wrong direction. So pay attention, friends. Pay attention to where the energy and time is going. What members, what customers are you focused on? Don't forget about the people at the bottom end. You need to provide them the support that they need, but don't give them the energy that they require. Don't give them the energy and the time that they can demand of you if you don't have any healthy boundaries around that. So have some healthy boundaries around that. Give yourself reserves of energy, give yourself and your team more space, and then figure out how you can turn around and proactively invest that into the people at the further end, at the six and sevens and eights, to make them become nines and tens, raving fans, the kind of people that you want to have in your programs.